What up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 6 of Debate with Bait, brought to you by Mo Serious Entertainment in the heart of Mo City, Texas. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Mr. Charles Baker, aka C Bait. That's my co-host Gerard Cole, aka Cole, aka Rude Boy. And also we got again, we asked him, he had to come back after that 5 episode. 5 JT Golden Child back in the building. Before we get started, make sure y'all follow Mo Serious Entertainment on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to Mo Serious Entertainment on YouTube. Cole, what's up, brother?
Chilling over here, man. What's up? What's going down over there in Houston, man?
Oh, same thing, man. You know, we just being the third or fourth largest real estate city in the United States. You know, we always holding it down, 10 toes down. One thing they can say about my city, what I don't know if they can say about your city, but what they say about my city is we solid. So when you think about Houston, when you think about Mo City, ladies and gentlemen, think about solid. Think about 10 toes down. Think about not being moved. The city of hustle, baby.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Then we still got JT here. JT, go ahead and say something, man.
Hey, man, this is one of the best podcasts that I've been a part of so far, man. I love it because y'all boys come with facts and even when we off air, man, he keeps me on my research game, man.
That's right.
I love you, boys.
That's right, man. We love y'all. We thank you for everybody that's coming back. Please continue to support us. We can only go as far as y'all support us, but we appreciate the ones that's been tuning in. And let's get right into it. Coming off the Canelo Triple G3 fight recap this weekend, where we saw Canelo pretty much dominate the whole match, with it being a unanimous decision by the judges. It was 116 to 112, 115 to 113, and 115 to 113, all in favor of Canelo Alvarez to retain his super middleweight champion belt. Well, basically all the belts, rather. He kept all the belts, meaning the WBC, the WBA, WBO, and IBO belt, as he defeated Triple G. First of all, let me ask you first. I'm going to go to you first, Cole, and I'll come to you, JT. What do you think about the fight? What is your opinions on the fight? And how do you feel both fighters looked?
Oh, man. First of all, I was wrong. I said that Triple G would knock him out in the 11th. And, obviously, that didn't happen.
That's why we came to you first, by the way, sir.
I would definitely say that Canelo, man, like either he was just really good or just Triple G just needs to be tired. I just felt like he was just cruising. I felt like it was just a payday that both were kind of collecting. But I do feel like Canelo looked a lot sharper than his last fight, and I do see potential, growth in his boxing game. I thought that maybe he was about to go downhill after that loss, but I definitely could see his upward trajectory and him getting some big fights. He's still a draw. He's still a draw, like you said last week. Triple G is time to retire, but he might just stay around and do small little fights here and there. But me personally, he could retire. The game won't miss him that much, So
I agree.
Right. What you got to say about that, JT? And just for y'all, before we let JT come in, listen, y'all should have the footage. Y'all will have footage. Me and JT, we had our own little sparring match during the fight, so. It was beautiful. We made some good tape, but yeah, what do you think, JT, for the little bit of fight that you got to see? Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah. Like he said, man, for the part that I was able to see, unfortunately, but fortunately, everything other than the knockout that we discussed and that y'all brought up, it happened. Every time I did get an opportunity to really focus in, it looked like Canelo was really almost practicing on what he want to do for the next fight. Cause what it seemed like to me, like, cause I had to go rewatch it, of course. But when Bake was explaining about the what's his name, Bivol, and the other guy that they will have to, that Canelo will have to fight after this one, it looks like he was training for that fight, because what I did see was he was doing a lot of stuff that it looked like he was almost trying. If that makes sense, like some that new thing that he added to the bag that he was trying to do. So it looked like he had full mind control over dude, man. He would let Triple G do a few things, man, and then he'll run off a list of examples like now, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So to me, it looked exactly like we discussed, man. Triple G looked like he wasn't in it from the beginning.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
You know
definitely looked like he had mind control over Debo, like on Friday.
Real talk, like real talk, like real talk. That's what it looked like. It looked like, because you can see it in Triple G. Every time he went to his corner after, I want to say like the 4th round, it's like it was on his face, like just, it wasn't even determination. It was like, man, what do I need to do? Like, all right, to me, you know what I'm saying?
He was thinking I need to retire. That's what he was thinking.
Like, or something.
Well, I mean, let me just add my opinion to it. First of all, I think the fight went like I said it was going to go. It's going to be a unanimous decision. And mainly the reason why I thought it was going to be a unanimous decision is because, for one, this is the first fight that Triple G, a lot of people don't know this, but this is the first fight that Triple G actually fought at super middleweight, which is 168 pounds. He usually fights at 160, which is middleweight. So this is the first time he ballooned up for this fight. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't think he would get the knockout, is because he's a lot heavier than but he usually fights at, because he usually fights at 160. Because he's got 2 belts at 160.
So who's the guy that he fought before this one?
The guy that he fought before this one, I cannot think of the guy's name, but they fought at 160.
But that guy must have been super middleweight.
Nah, he always fought at middleweight.
Right, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought he did have some fights at super.
He might have, but I know the majority of his fights.
They weren't for belts, though.
Yeah, the majority of his fights, especially for the belts, he mainly fights at the middleweight division. That's why I gave Triple G somewhat a chance, because, you know, as you get older as a boxer, it's harder to make that weight, or you see a lot of guys that go up to the next division.
Because that makes sense what you were saying. Okay,
right.
All right.
It's harder for guys to make that weight. You know, as you get older, your body doesn't produce the same amount of testosterone. It's easier to go up to the next weight class or a couple of weight classes further up. That's why when you see a lot of those boxers, when they fight as they get older, they move up in weight, because it's just harder for you to maintain that weight that you had when you was in your 20s.
That makes sense.
Right. So that's why I said, that was one of the reasons why I said it wouldn't be a knockout. Another reason is this. When you're talking about having a trilogy and this being the 3rd fight, by this time, you know the guy, you know everything he's going to do, you know what to expect. And plus, these 2 guys have sparred even when they were amateurs. So I just thought that, you know, for Canelo to do a knockout, or for Triple G to do a knockout, was just highly unlikely, because, again, they're familiar with each other. Right. By the time you get to somebody in the 3rd fight, there's nothing that you have not seen from this person. Right. And plus, both guys, they're getting older. Of course, Triple G is a little bit more older than Canelo. Triple G is 40. I think Canelo was in his mid-30s or something like that. But as you get older, sometimes it's harder for guys to get power. And then you're fighting at a heavier weight. So I just didn't think that Canelo,
that power.
Right. I didn't think either one of them could get that power to knock each other out. And so that's why I went with the unanimous decision. But just to add to my recap of the fight, I don't think Triple G looked that bad. And what I mean by that is he did exactly what I expected him to do. And that's he's older, and, you know, he's getting in there with a younger world champion that knows him. Of course, he got outclassed, but everybody has to remember he's 40. You understand what I'm saying? So he wasn't throwing a lot of punches.
And that's what killed him.
Right.
That's what killed him, because it gave Canelo time to think.
Well, I think Triple G did the best that he could. You know, don't forget now, Canelo Alvarez is a world-class fighter. You know, to me, he's one of the pound for pound boxers in the world, and we'll get to that soon.
And I want to ask you about what when you say class,
right?
What do you mean? Like, he has a better class, he showed better class. What do you mean as far as inside his bag, as far as what he was gonna come with technique wise?
Well, if you watch that fight, if you watch how he moves, You watch, he got the cleaner shots.
I got you.
You watch his body movements.
So
he's more
technical.
swift.
Okay.
He's more, well, not even so much technical, but
as far as what he's doing,
he just looks like he's on a different level physically than Triple G. The way he was angling, the way he was counterpunching.
Okay.
He was doing it. He was a step quicker than, he was a step quicker than Triple G.
I got you. I had to understand. Go ahead, Cole. My bad.
Think about same way like about a Hall of Famer in any type of sport. Like there's an aura about them. There's something that says that I'm special or whatever.
Got you.
I didn't get, like you said, I didn't get that vibe with Triple G anymore. At least I felt like he's a jag, just another guy now, and I just feel like it's time. Like
jag, bro.
Yeah, that term is something. How many people is Canelo gonna give a rematch, and how many people is Canelo gonna ever give them a trilogy? You see what I'm saying? So to me, Triple G, if I'm Triple G, I'm 40. Yeah, I got outclassed, but I got outclassed by the best. It's not like I got outclassed by anybody that's on my level, which I think he's a level or two down from Canelo Alvarez. So I go back down to middleweight, which is 160, where I hold 2 belts. First of all, I'm a multi-belt champion in one division. Because when we start talking about this, I only have 2 losses. And it's arguably that I've lost to twice, only to one of the best boxers of all time. So fight me back in my weight. If y'all think y'all can whoop me, if y'all can't get to Canelo, because it's obvious that Charlo, Benavidez.
So you basically saying, come at me if you think you're ready for Canelo.
Right. And I
fight me first. So you're saying he's gonna be the crash dummy for Canelo. Basically.
Right. Because at the end of the day, if Canelo Alvarez is not giving none of them fights, for example, and we'll play the clip in a minute, David Benavidez, he's come out within the last 6 or 7 months, says he wants to fight Canelo. Now, he's a young fighter. I think he's about 22, anywhere from 22 to 25 years old. He's 26-0. He's the interim super middleweight champion of the WBC. Now, what that means is, for a minute, I guess Canelo probably was either out or hurt, and they
almost got his belt for
right. And they allow you to come in. I think it's the WBC and the WBA.
Do you think that's fair?
Well, it doesn't matter if it's fair, because at the end of the day, it's the commission. They make the rules. Do I necessarily agree with it?
Yeah.
Not really. But they are sanctioning bodies, and they can do. They rank the fighters. They rank the champions. That's what I was telling you about with Tank. Tank has a WBA regular belt. Haney has a super belt. It's still a belt, but for whatever reason,
it's not respected.
Right. Well, it's respected, but it's just another way of them saying, here's another guy that's undefeated.
Yeah, it's just acknowledgement.
But Haney has probably done more because he's undisputed. You see what I'm saying?
It's just acknowledgement of what you've done so far.
Right. You're undefeated. You're one of the best, but I got a guy that's over you that's undefeated, but he does more.
He done more. I had to go look that up.
Right. He's undisputed, or he's got more belts than you.
I had to go look him
up. But at the end of the day, I'm saying to those guys, Caleb Plant, who Canelo beat, who actually he became undisputed at 168. Jamal Charlo always talks about how Canelo is running. You got David Benavidez, like I was saying. He's an interim champion at 168. He's 26-0 with 23 knockouts. He's been countlessly calling out Canelo. And we're going to play the clip in a minute. But Canelo said something, and he's been saying something about Benavidez in the sense like, why would I fight you, dude? You ain't done nothing yet.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So it's clear that Canelo, and Chuck, play the clip for me right quick. It's clear that Canelo, not only with Benavidez, but the other boxers, what he's saying, and this is what I got. We're gonna play this clip, but
before you play it, I want to act. But Triple G is what you're explaining, especially as far as the bag. You going against 2 things you said. The first thing you said was going up. When you go up, you got to kind of stay there, and because you've already cleared your weight, you want to go up and kind of try to dominate that one. Now, just because you lose to a good fighter or one of the top fighters in that class, don't you think like he should stay there and fight? Like, because if he did that, he did decent against Canelo. So if he did decent against Canelo at going up for the first time,
right,
I think that he should stay there.
But here's the issue I have with that, and that's a good point.
Because whoever he was, to me, looking at everything other than your boy that you brought up, Boots. Like I don't see that much competition for Canelo.
Okay, but here's why. I'm gonna tell you why.
So, and Triple G kind of looks like the best contender for Canelo.
Okay, but here's what I'm gonna tell you why. This is why for me, for Triple G, you go back down. For one, what do you stand at 168 for? In the sense that you fought the best fighter 3 times. Okay, he's got all the belts. So you gonna stay there? If you stay there and whoop everybody at 168, let's just say he stays there. Right. What are you gonna do? Because Canelo
still got all the belts,
and Canelo's not gonna give you a 4th fight. So you can clean out that division.
But if he's in that division, Canelo he got to forfeit him though, right? At that point, right? If he's clear, if he clears out the top contenders in that division,
if he decides not to fight anymore at that division, if he just says I'm done
fighting in the lower division,
right, in 168, but he's not gonna do that because at the end of the day, he's undisputed at that division.
Canelo not gonna do
no, he's because here's the thing. If he was to do that, let's play scenario based and we'll get to the clip. Let's just say, okay, Canelo says, all right, I'm gonna vacate 168, all the belts I got. Okay. He's not gonna go up to 175. Why? Because he already fought Bivol at 175 and he lost. Okay. He's not gonna do that because in his mind, he's still chasing legendary status. By the way that Bivol whooped him the last time, I seriously, and I know this for a fact, just in my heart, I don't have no evidence. He is not going to move up to 175. He's going to beat Bivol first, if he can, take that belt, and may consider moving up to 175. But let's not forget,
move up for that fight.
Yeah, he's moving up he's basically moving up that fight, basically to get revenge for losing. See, the truth behind that fight is, the truth behind that fight is Bivol. He took Bivol because he thought Bivol was going to be an easy cherry pick to run up and grab a belt and go back down. Because he did it before. He went up and fought Kovalev. He beat Kovalev. Kovalev was an alcoholic. Beat Kovalev, took his belt, came back down to 168, and then he gave it back. Okay, so he picked Bivol anyway to think, oh, this is going to be an easy cherry pick. Right. So in that sense, I don't think he's going to go up to 175.
Now, what if he walked to 175 and beat a Bivol?
Then he might, but at the end of the day, he's not comfortable with fighting at that.
Okay.
Because when you're talking about 175 versus 168.
But doesn't that negate everything that you say about once I clean out my weight and I go up, he's supposed to.
Right. Right. That's what I say. But no. You trying to prove a point on my theory. I'm telling you what Canelo Alvarez is doing. No, you should challenge me on that. But I'm telling you right now, in this state of his career, right now, because he lost to Bivol, okay, first thing he's gonna want to do is go back and get revenge. Now, if he wins that fight with Bivol, they might do a 3rd match because he'll take that belt. But if he wanted to fight at 175, he would have done that a long time ago and stayed up there because that's the pattern he's done. He's done it before. He's won up to 175, took a belt.
But what else is it to do in his division?
It ain't nothing else for him to do.
So he's according to make him undisputed pound for pound in your list. He's supposed to be up there playing around.
Nah.
He can't just be down here holding belts.
No.
According to your decision.
No. We'll get to that.
All right, please.
Because we're gonna continue to break that down.
Yeah.
But for me,
you did break down the point about the bag. That was great.
Right.
Now they get
right.
You know.
But for me, as far as Triple G, let's go back to Triple G. For me, for Triple G, why stay at if you stay at 168, what do you gain? Let's say you go to 168. You just lost to the pound for pound king at 168. What are you going to do? There is no big names at 168 other than Canelo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You make a point on that.
If you're going to stay there, the point of you staying there is
to put pressure on Canelo.
No. You already had 3 fights. He's not going to fight you no more. Yeah, he is not going to fight you a 4th time. I don't care what you say. If you Canelo Alvarez, are you going to fight Triple G the way you outclassed him this fight?
I think the way he's responded, like on this clip, the way he responds to people that be talking, I think he would.
Nah, it makes no sense. Well, let me ask you this. If I fought you 3 times and Your theory about the bag. We got the bag 3 times. What would be your motivation to fight me for the 4th time?
Because I need them belts.
You already got the belts.
Not up there. Not up there.
No. You got the belts that's what I'm saying. Maybe I didn't explain.
Oh.
You have the belts. You're Canelo. You have all the belts at 168. You just beat Triple G a 3rd time.
Why would he?
Why would you fight me again at 168? For what?
Yeah, it don't make sense.
Exactly. I mean, do you agree with that, Carl?
I don't think you fight him again, period.
Exactly. Exactly. It's just right.
But I'm just saying, as far as going up, as far as Triple G, like if he want them belts and to get respected up there, he gonna have to put pressure on them to vacate them jokers.
But that's why I say that goes back to my point. If I'm Triple G,
oh yeah,
I fought this dude 3 times, I ain't beat him. I draw it 1 time, I didn't beat him. This is the 3rd time. I'm done with him.
Well, yeah, he
I can't beat him. Right?
Because
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't think
be fighting for money at this point.
That's what I'm saying. So back down.
Really fight for.
That's my point. If he's gonna stick around, that it goes back to what I'm saying. See, it's full circle. That's why I say if I'm Triple G, I go back down to 160 where I have belts, and now I'm 40 years old. I don't think he looked that bad.
So now he can start fighting for money. That's what you're saying.
No, he just fought for money.
No, I'm just saying, but now the pride part can go out the window. The principles that we stand on as fighters.
No. See, you trying to Cole, I'm gonna let you get into this because this dude is trying to go for round 2, and I'm gonna give him what he wants, but you chime in. So let's go back down. Because see, that's what he's trying to do.
Let's go to the clip.
So here's the thing. So let's go to hold on, Chuck, before you go to the clip. Let me just say this. The reason why you come back down to 160 middleweight as Triple G for 2 reasons. For one, you got 2 belts. For 2, you go back down because you couldn't do anything at 168. If you stay at 168, even if you clean out that division, you got to think about why you staying there. You stay there to get a belt or challenge the man that beat the man or the man. The man that beat the man that's the king just beats you 3 times. So that's it. Even if you clean out the division, guess who you're going to have to face again? And he not going to fight you the 4th time. All right. But number 2, hold on. Let me finish. It's not possible.
What I'm saying is possible that Canelo lose to somebody.
No.
And he can be up there with the opportunity to take that belt.
Okay, but he's not. Okay, because he's undisputed. All right. Now, when he goes back down again, and ladies and gentlemen, do not let him try to get you off. I'm making my point. That's why we call it debate by bait. That's why I love debate with bait. That's why I love this dude is on here, because we can debate. But the reason why he goes back down to his weight division, for one, for me, because he's already got 2 belts. Another reason is this. All right. All you guys, Benavidez, Charlo, Caleb Plant wants another fight with Canelo. Everybody's chasing Canelo. If you want to chase Canelo, and Canelo has made it obvious, and we're going to show you the clip once again, but he's made it obvious to all those guys. Why am I going to fight you guys? You haven't accomplished nothing. So the next thing you need to do in boxing is this. If I want to fight you, Money Team, Floyd Status Fighters, we're legendary fighters, where you up here, my only path to you, if you're not going to fight me, is for me to fight your opponents and for me to outclass your opponents. So if I keep whooping your opponents, everybody in Ring Magazine and all the publications are going to say, man, look,
you got to fight him.
Jason beat these dudes. He got all the belts. But guess what? See, Bake, didn't he fight Sean Porter just like Bud Crawford fought Sean Porter? Didn't Earl Spence fight Sean Porter? So you use Triple G as a measuring stick. If I'm David Benavidez,
but hold on, wait. The 168.
No. Hold on, wait. Again, you're trying to fight Canelo at 168. He won't fight you. So the only way your only path to Canelo is
to fight the
fight his people that he fought.
Isn't that in 168?
Hold on, I'm about to get to that. Go back down to 160 because all those guys are at 160. Charlo, Benavidez is at 168, but there's nobody. He's whooped everybody at 168. See, 168 is a division with one top dog and a bunch of pups after that. all the big dogs at 160,
something like Tank.
154.
Like
anyway, 154 and welterweight. So go back down, David Benavidez, since Canelo won't fight you. Whoop the guys that he whooped. Make it look impressive, because at the end of the day, just like you said, Canelo's running out of opponents to fight. So whoop his guys and call him out, just like Bud Crawford did with Earl Spence. You beat Shawn Porter, but I stopped Shawn Porter twice.
Mm-hmm.
You just knocked him down. I stopped him. That's the path. Play the clip, Chuck, because this is what Canelo is saying. And watch this clip, Cole, because to me, in this clip,
guys,
this is what he's saying.
Always I say this, you share that video and put whatever you want.
Talking about Benavidez.
When I say I don't want to fight Mexican, is because I represent Mexico. And that's why. But I don't care. I fight anybody. And I fight all my entire life, anybody. What do you think? I don't want to fight with Juan Mexico or Benavidez. But look, I hear his dad talking a lot of shit. But look, he's accomplished nothing. One single champion, Anthony Dirrell. Please, don't disrespect myself. Please, guys.
So Cole, what he's saying is, I hear everybody saying what they saying, but what I'm gonna fight him for? He ain't accomplished nothing. And that's what I'm trying to get JT to understand. That's what you got to do. David Benavidez, his problem is this. He's young and nobody wants to fight him. He's called out Charlo. He's called out Caleb Plant. He's called out all those guys. He's even called out Canelo. You just heard Canelo say, dude, I'm not gonna fight you. You ain't accomplished nothing. What do I gain from fighting you? I'm the king. Okay. So he's not gonna fight those guys. That's Canelo saying to all them guys, you guys got to get y'all weight up. Okay, well, how they gonna get their weight up? How they gonna get a shot at Canelo? Go beat the guys that he beat. Go beat them. Beat him convincingly and call him out, because he's telling you right now, just like David Bennett. Now listen, David Benavidez is 26-0 with 23 KOs.
Ooh.
Okay, at super middleweight.
Who was those KOs?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
At super middleweight, he's got a belt. Okay, he's calling out guys. He's calling out Canelo, but Canelo like, you ain't got enough to fight me. So if the man's telling you he's not gonna fight, he's not gonna fight you, and he's the top dog, he's not gonna give you a shot based on your resume right now. That's what he's telling you. Yeah, he's chasing legacy right now. So what you do is you go and you fight the other guys that he's either fought or guys that are calling him out. And what you do is you beat them convincingly, because if he continues to hang around boxing, which he says he is, he's got no choice but to fight you. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean about cleaning out the division. Even in that circumstance, when the top dog won't fight you, what you do is you beat everybody up to the point to where it's nobody else but for him to fight. Either he gonna retire or vacate, and you can continue to say this dude is ducking me. You see what I'm saying? So for me, Triple G, I'm going down saying, listen, I'm coming back to 160 where all you guys are at. You want a shot at Canelo? Fight me. You got to fight me. You got to fight me, because I fought him 3 times. And one of those fights is a questionable draw. I never got knocked out. I'm 8 years older than him. You want to build your resume? Fight me. You got to fight me. And when you fight me, you're going to pay me. You know why you're going to pay me? Back to my point. I'm a legendary fighter. I went toe-to-toe with the #1 guy.
With the bag. I went toe-to-toe with the bag. I
went toe-to-toe with the #1 guy to get the bag. And the reason why I got a shot at the guy for the bag is because of my resume. I have 2 belts. I only lost to two times to him.
The same person.
Only 2 fights.
Exactly.
2 losses, right?
So that's what I'm saying. If I'm Triple G, if I'm gonna stick around, I agree with y'all to a certain extent. I'm thinking, well, maybe he should retire, but then at the same time, though, he's only lost to one guy.
I agree with you. I wasn't thinking about it from the perspective that you came with. And I actually see the benefit of him staying around. And I do think that he would be better challenged for these younger cats.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And Triple G, and the thing is, Triple G can market himself at that division. I have two belts. I went 3 times with the King. I have not been knocked out. I've gone the distance. You guys, David Benavidez, Jermell Charlo, if you guys want a shot at Canelo, because I fought Canelo, I got respect for fighting Canelo. You guys want a shot at Canelo? If he's not going to fight you, fight me. Because if you knock me out, if you beat me, he's got no choice but to look at you. And you keep cleaning that division out until he has no choice. Now, for him, of course, he's going to go fight. And I'm talking about Canelo. He's going to go fight Bivol. He has to fight Bivol because he lost that fight. That's a cherry pick that went wrong. And that's the type of guy he is. He's not going to let that go. So he's got to go back and fight Bivol. Okay. If he beats Bivol, what's next? He's not going to stay at 175. So he's got to come back down. And if he comes back down, he's going to fight, like I said, in that division, a pup. He's going to win. Okay. If you keep cleaning out your division, you keep winning belts. You take Triple G's belt, you take the other guy's belt, and Canelo says he's going to stick around. Even if he does go back to 175, he's going to eventually have to see you because there's nothing else out there. And if you beat Triple G, you get the cash, like the money team say over here to my right.
I'm not with the money team. I just like the business. Go ahead.
He's going to have to fight you. You got belts. You built your resume. He can't run and hide anymore. And you're going to get a payday.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
Now, I totally agree with both aspects. I finally, I just needed to hear.
Right.
You know, it's a bag involved. Because as a fighter, the reason why I said he should retire, because as a fighter, I've always agreed with your stance as a fighter. Just like I always try to say it as an artist, I agree with the fact, okay, I got platinum plaques. I got my belts. I got this, I got that. I can't beat the dude that got everything.
Right.
I'm good. I don't need to be. I don't want y'all just keep on beating me up if I can't just move up. So it's literally, I'll fight for these bags. But I get that, and I understand why you're saying he should come back.
Right.
So I get that part.
And even then, just to liken that to them, let's look at the Deontay Wilder. Okay. Same thing. He fought a trilogy against Tyson Fury. Okay. Fury ended that trilogy with a knockout.
Yeah.
You know,
that's how I think that's why, to me, I think that's why Canelo needs to say yes again until he drops the dude.
Right. But at the end of the day, you also got to remember this. I'm going to give you something on that. If you Canelo, and this goes right into your point about the bag, the first fight you had with Triple G, you did 1.3 pay-per-views. The second fight, you did 1.1 million pay-per-views in US. This fight, you only netted 550,000 to 575,000. So that money is dropping.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? Because the fight is
nobody
not
see that
right. Triple G is not in his prime no more.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, see, now that
so
you bring that up,
even from your perspective as the bag, money wise, it doesn't make sense for you.
Yeah, it's time to go at that point.
Fight.
Time to go.
Triple G. You've won. You've made as much money, and every fight your pay-per-view buys are going down. So it's time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So
it's time
since you bring that up, now it goes. I'm not going back down. I'm gonna keep my belts. I'll vacate if I have to, but if I can't, because it's not profitable no more.
Right. And to your point, it does make sense this stage in his career for Canelo to be concerned with the bag because again,
37.
He not only that, well, he's not. I don't think he's 37.
He's
but he's aged.
He's 32.
He's 32.
Okay.
He's aged because he's had a lot of fights.
I'm tripping.
No, but you're right in terms of not age, but as many fights as he's had. You're right. He's getting up there. And right now, it is about the bag. You know why? Because he's done everything he needed to do as far as accomplishments. He's undisputed. He's become a multi-division champion.
That's the only thing that I've ever agreed like that. So as far as the bag, yeah,
right. So
you're absolutely right.
In that situation, Yes. For him, even Triple G, it's got to be about the bag. It's got to be about the right type of fighter.
Because of his accomplishment.
Because of his
I've
accomplishment.
done everything.
Right.
All right.
It's time for me to get paid. That's why I was telling you.
That.
Now, to the point I was saying about Tank, if you compare Tank to that, Tank hasn't gotten those belts yet. Now, he's kind of an outlier because he's getting the bag without the belts. But I'm saying this, go ahead and get the belts. The more you get the belts, again, this fight right here, you see the pay-per-views of going down, but Canelo made anywhere from $45 to $50 million for that fight. And he outclassed him. That's Floyd work. That's how Floyd used to do. Floyd would go out there, make a bag, and outclass these dudes. So everything goes in your favor. You don't get hurt. You get paid for 3 hours of work, but you got to achieve that status to get on that level. Belts, quality of wins, things like that. When you start doing that, that's when you can have, even though you only got 550 to 575 pay-per-views, you still walk away with $50 million. It's because of your status and what you've accomplished. Okay. And that's all I'm saying about Tank.
Okay.
Go ahead and get those belts. Get those belts. You already got the bag. Get those belts so you can be even bigger with that bag.
Okay. I'm glad you said that S word. Status. If the people that are calling Tank out has the belts, why do they want to fight Tank?
Because he's a good draw.
He's the status.
Right. But again, back to what I was saying. You make a great point. I can't argue.
That is a great point.
That's a great point. That's a great point. But here at the end of the day of your career, we talking about Canelo status. Canelo status to me is similar to Floyd's. Not the same, but similar.
It's similar. Okay? It's similar. But I just want you to think about that. I don't mean to cut you off. I just want you to think about that. Just how you saying that they're similar. Imagine if I got the respect of fighters wanting to fight me based off of a status that I'm trying to get that they have. So I'm not going, if I got y'all wanting to fight me, y'all got the belts and y'all want to fight me.
Right.
Why not eat that up? Why not soak that up so I can get my shit, my stuff together? My resume needs to build. Because if I lose to y'all, then my draw gonna go down.
But that's the danger. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. The danger of you waiting. And yes, you do have people trying to fight you that have belts. But the danger of you waiting is going to look more and more like you're ducking somebody. You're ducking champions. And let's not forget, Tank is impressive. But we also got to remember, from a boxing standpoint, who are you knocking out?
Pups.
Exactly.
Or are they just looking like pups because it's Tank knocking their behinds out?
Okay, I got to answer for that. I got to answer for that.
I could go with his perspective. It's perspective. I could
no. It's perspective because y'all don't want to deal with logic. And let me explain something to you. No, I'm not mad. Let me tell you why. No, I can defend it. I can give you an answer why.
You hate
what looks more legendary? No, let's just be logic for real. What looks more legendary at the end of a run, a career? Let's just take Canelo Alvarez.
The belts.
Hold on. Let's just take what Canelo Alvarez is doing. Okay. Let's take what Tank is doing. Now, what looks more better? And this is what I was telling you on Saturday night. He's a draw, like you said. Guys want to fight him. What is more impressive as far as legendary status and in the long run with money, him knocking out Ryan Garcia or him knocking out Devin Haney?
That's
There's still time for it though. I
know, but here's the thing. But here's the no. But see, that's where you're wrong because you got guys doing pound for pound things while you're sitting in the same division. It looks like a duck because here's the thing. What are you waiting for? You already getting the bag.
What about Canelo? He's ducking as well. Canelo is doing the same thing.
Who's he ducking?
All of the guys who don't have any accomplishments yet. That he just said on the clip. All these guys that want to fight him, Jamel, you name the list of people.
But we just said, you just agree with me.
I do. That's why I need you to agree with me, because it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
I actually did the same words to say, I could see that logic, but I could understand Canelo saying, you haven't done nothing. You don't deserve the right to fight me. So it's
okay, but Tank,
so
but I don't. But
you haven't done nothing as far as your bread is concerned.
No. See,
well, he can say that.
No,
because it's perspective.
No,
that's what I'm saying. I want you to. It's perspective.
It's perspective because y'all are looking at the money. I understand what you're saying about money, but we just said,
okay, take the money off. But you said you're saying that I've knocked out pups. I've knocked out pups.
Tank, yes.
Yeah. So why do you want to fight a dude that's knocking out pups?
Who are you talking about? You talking about Devin Haney?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Devin Haney is a boxer. Anybody who see this is a boxer's mentality.
Canelo's a boxer.
No. This is, hold on.
I don't want to fight. I got the belts. I got all of the belts.
Right.
I don't want to fight nobody that ain't got no belts.
How is it? I'm not drawing the similar. What are you asking?
Like, it's your logic. What you're saying is, I've accomplished this, I've accomplished that. I don't want to fight anybody without these accomplishments. But yet and still, they want to fight that guy. They're steady calling out the guy with no accomplishments.
Okay, so what is
the guy that knocked off of that knocked out pups?
Right. I still don't get what you're asking.
Because according to your logic, they should be fighting people and not ducking.
Right.
So how is Canelo able to duck people? But it's considered that Tank is ducking people, but he don't have the things.
That's what I don't understand what y'all asked. I've already answered.
So
this question.
Canelo won't fight Charlo because
Canelo has earned a status by beating people and having belts. Tank does not have a status. Y'all talking about money and pay-per-view.
I'm taking out the money. I'm saying these dudes just want to fight Tank because of legendary status. It's not going to add to your legendary status fighting a Tank. Devin Haney, why do you have all of the belts? You have all of the belts. Okay. As far as your status is concerned, and he making money.
Okay.
Why are you calling out a dude that ain't got nothing?
Because I'm a boxer. Because that's my mentality.
He's calling him out.
But here's the thing. Okay, I'll answer your question. Hold on, Cole. I'll answer your question. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. What I'm trying to get you to understand is Devin Haney, that's his spirit. But Devin Haney doesn't have to fight Tank.
Why is he calling him out?
Because he's a boxer. That's his nature. You can't take away, if I just want to fight you, it's not about legendary. I just want to fight you because I just want to beat you up.
I get it. I get what you're saying, Baker. I 100% get it. But he wants to fight Tank because Tank is the status. He's the status quo for that division.
But Gerard, here's the thing. No. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all are mixing things up. He wants to fight Tank because that's who he wants to fight. It does nothing for him as far as legendary. He's already got all the belts. He's achieved the highest form in boxing right now.
So if that's the case,
he's the name. Don't get me wrong. Like if you were Brandon, if I'm Nike, if I'm Reebok, if I'm Puma, and I'm branding a product, I'm not branding Haney over Tank. I'm taking Tank because he has that status of that.
Because you're taking Tank because that's what you all want to see. That's what you value. It's subjective in that sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So, I'm saying that's my point. That's what I'm trying to get y'all. I keep saying logic. Y'all are taking him because by your eyes, what you see is legendary to you, right? The way he hits, the way he knocks people out.
We're agreeing to disagree.
Okay. I've never given Tank legendary status.
Let me what I'm saying.
If you ain't gave him legendary status, then why are you arguing for him? You saying he a legend?
I'm arguing a point.
What point are you arguing?
The point that he's that dude right now, and everybody wants to fight him. No, and he shouldn't answer everybody.
That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
He's not promoted.
That's what I'm saying. It's subjective. In your eyes, he's that dude.
Yeah, but he's not a legend.
But
in your eyes, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. In my eyes, he's not that dude.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
I
value. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
I don't want you.
What y'all trying to argue is this. What y'all trying to argue. Because he makes money and he sells our pay-per-view.
No, he can fight.
Cool. He can fight. He can fight.
I think he's an all-around athlete.
You think he's an all-around athlete? Yeah. Okay. I don't. And the reason why I don't, it got nothing to do with
he knocked out pups.
No. Listen to me. The reason why I say he's not is I'm going off accomplishments. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
That's knocking out pups. He ain't knocked out nobody, so he ain't
exactly.
No
so what y'all saying as far as a draw for him, yeah, he's a big drawer, but at the end of the day, what has he done?
He's done enough to make niggas want to fight him.
Nah, Baker, I agree with you, but what you're missing is that Haney needs that fight. Tank doesn't need Haney.
See, I one more time.
No.
Haney.
Listen. Let me explain something to y'all.
That's it, babe.
No. That's an opinion, because at the end of the day, let me explain. Y'all said y'all. Let me say mine. At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. I want y'all to logically think about it. If Devin Haney retires today and Gervonta Davis retires today, who has the most legendary status is based on accomplishments?
Who are you going to remember? When it comes
that's
to
opinion. That's what I'm saying, Jason, listen, that's opinion. Gerard, we're talking about listen to what I'm saying. I hear what y'all saying, but I'm telling y'all that's opinion. I'm telling you right now, if you take out, you like Tank, I like Tank, I like Devin, y'all like Devin. If they retire today, who is the most accomplished? Not who has the biggest bag. Who has the most accomplishments Devin right Haney. Now? Okay. Hold on, Gerard. Without opinion, can we agree to that? Yeah. Not based on what you've seen, not based on what if they retire today, Cole. Let's be honest. You're right. Let's not talk about what we like. I understand why y'all like Tank. I get it. Trust me. It is very special what he does to be able to knock people out at 135, especially the way he did Rolly. Okay, I'm with y'all. He showed me in the Rolly fight that he can be patient when somebody's coming at him crazy, and he boxed, his head moving, everything. I agree 100% with y'all. I'm just telling y'all, without the pay-per-view draw, if we look at their careers right now, if both were to retire, Devin Haney has accomplished more.
I agree.
Without the opinion. Now, you may think that Tank is a better boxer or fighter. That's subjective.
But as far as accomplishment.
But I'm telling you, if you take out all the opinions,
Devin Haney got him.
Just like Canelo Alvarez.
That's a fact.
Just like Canelo Alvarez.
And
that's all I'm saying. Just like Canelo Alvarez. I personally have people ahead of him on my pound for pound list, and we'll get to that next. But hold on. But I cannot take away
the lack of accomplishment.
The accomplishments that Canelo Alvarez has done.
I agree.
And I'm gonna be honest with you.
So does that logic apply to everything, all sports?
No, I'm talking about boxing because it's different in other sports. Because and I'm gonna tell you, I'll give you a reason why it's different. I'll give you a reason why it's different. Because in boxing right now, okay, if we look at a guy's overall career, okay, what do we have to look at? We have to look at, because it's an individual sports, we have to look at his accomplishments. We have to look at his quality of opponents, all of that stuff, right?
So
in other sports, okay, I'll give you an example. Robert Ory, okay, he doesn't have any MVPs.
But personally,
he doesn't have anything in the individual level. But is he not a winner? On every team that he's played on, that team has won, and he has been a part of that, right? So you can't look at boxing and football and basketball the same.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying this. I get
your logic is great.
I get what y'all. I get what y'all are saying.
They were retiring today.
I get what y'all are saying in terms of Tank. What you're saying is everybody wants to fight Tank, right? And y'all are saying because everybody wants to fight Tank, that has to make him a great fighter, correct?
No, I'm saying
a good fighter, right? Or one of the top fighters,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I listen. I agree with that. I'm not taking it away. But here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's why I say no bias, just logic. If you look at
as of right now,
if they retire, as far as accomplished, you're right.
They not retiring yet. That's why I'm saying, babe.
You're right. But I'm saying right now. See, what I'm doing is I'm looking at it with no bias. I just told you last episode, I think Boots is one of the best fighters. But how can I put Boots ahead of Shakur Stevenson? I can't. Now, I think in the long run, like you're saying, I think Boots is going to eventually be one of the greatest fighters. But right now, what has he accomplished? That's all I'm saying. That's what I mean about logic right now. And that's the only knock I have against Tank Davis. I want to see Tank Davis.
So what has he done? What has he done to get this many people to want to see him?
His knockout power.
That's not no type of accomplishment. It's just not on paper. But I think that says a lot.
That's why I say
he's knocking out people impressively.
That's why I feel the same way about Boots. Boots is doing the same thing with my eyes. I'm saying to myself, that's my favorite fighter.
He's making people look like pups.
But I can't put Boots on the pound for pound list because he has not. And this is me. I'm telling you.
I respect that.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying that we're logically looking at it. Again, Canelo Alvarez. For people, and I'm not a Canelo supporter. For people, and I heard this week. I was going to bring this up to y'all. I've heard some people say, well, Canelo could be seen as greater than Floyd. I said, huh?
As far as what?
But
could never be.
As far as what?
But if you look at his accomplishments, there's a case. Now, what I see with my eye test, no, it's not even close.
I might be off on the
even with his accomplishments, you can't because he never beat Floyd.
Exactly. So but here's what I'm saying, and I want y'all to understand this. I agree with y'all, but I'm saying for the people, that's why I say if you take out subjectivity, if you look at what people have accomplished, there is a case that some people will say he might be greater than Floyd because he's undisputed. Floyd is never undisputed. I'm just Gerard. I agree with you. He lost to Floyd. He got outclassed by Floyd. I agree with you. But there is a case that when people say, if we're going by accomplishments, if we're going by how many times he moved up in weight. Remember, I told you with Roy Jones. I think Roy Jones is one of the greatest fighters of all time. Why? Because what Roy Jones did, a lot of people can't do. A lot of people can't fluctuate weight and go up and beat people like that.
Or go play a basketball game and then come in and box.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, if we being logical, I'm not taking nothing away from Tank. To me, Tank is one of the top fighters. But for me to put Tank, me personally, to put Tank, because see, I look at accomplishments. I can't take away what a person has done. That's all I'm saying.
I'll give you that.
And I understand what y'all saying because I
always agree with
because I feel the same way about Boots. I feel like Boots, people think I'm crazy, but Boots is my favorite fighter. I feel like Boots could, and y'all gonna think I'm crazy for this. I feel like Boots can beat Errol Spence. What I seen with my eyes, I'm just telling you, but I can't put him. I can't put him above Errol Spence because Errol Spence to this point has accomplished more.
It's more. I get it.
You see what I'm saying? Now,
I get it. Just
like y'all, I definitely get why Tank. When I seen Tank knock out Mario Barrios at 135, 40 pounds, knock a man out like that.
Come on, bro.
I said, that's special, man. I've never seen nobody that small.
And Mario's not a pup, bro.
And Mario's a big dude.
He's not a pup.
And so when I saw that, I said, man, this kid is special. But then what makes it even more special when I watched him fight Rolly, because I knew Rolly was going to come out crazy.
Big dude.
Rolly outweighed him by damn near 20 pounds on fight night. And I said to myself, damn, man, Tank hit hard, but he fighting a heavier dude. What does Tank do? He boxes for the first 6 rounds, head movement, footwork, stuff I've never seen him do. And I watched Tank move to the side. Punch and hit Rolly and knock Rolly.
Everybody not pups.
And knock Rolly into next week. Yeah, and Rolly was 20 pounds over. Now, I said that's special. That's special. But it also depends on who you knocking out.
Mario not a pup, bro.
But Mario is not the same status of a Devin Haney. He's not the same status of a Shakur Stevenson. He's not. I don't care how you put it.
Okay, we're not talking about status now because we said what status was. And
Well, if
my dude got this status,
and I
that's not
guarantee you, and we'll do this one day on this podcast. We will have film of Mario Barrios fighting versus Shakur Stevenson. And I guarantee you,
we're not comparing them.
Okay, that's what I'm talking
Shakur
about.
Stevenson is one of my favorite fighters.
Okay, that's what I just said. So it's who you knocking out too.
True.
Okay. I mean, let's just be honest. Now, let me go back to Canelo and then we're going to move on. But I got a problem with Canelo in the same sense. Just to show you that I'm not biased and I'm just going off of
because I think I know what you're going to say.
So here's the problem I have with Canelo. Not his accomplishments, not what he's done. I can't take that away. But the problem I have with Canelo with that statement he said to David Benavidez, I have one problem with that. Now you say David Benavidez hasn't done nothing for you to fight him. Okay, I get that. But Canelo, you're a hypocrite. You know why? Because when Floyd fought you, you had one belt, you had 6 title defenses, but you didn't do nothing either.
Come on, bro. That's all I'm saying.
So Floyd gave you a shot.
That's it.
Floyd didn't have to give you a shot. Floyd could have done what you're doing. But Floyd, why I got to give him respect on the pound for pound list. Some people say he did select his fights, but one thing I will give him, one thing I do give him, is he gave Canelo Alvarez a chance when he didn't have to. So Canelo, in the same sense, you kind of hypocritical, bro.
That's it.
Because Floyd gave you a shot when he didn't have to give you a shot. But I understand.
Can that account for an impressive accomplishment for Floyd?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what else is impressive about Floyd too is that as many people that say he ducked a lot of fighters, right?
And that's the problem I have with the ducking word.
He ended up fighting most of those fighters beyond his prime and beating them, man.
Well, some people, I agree. Some people say, like some people, one of the criticisms people say about the Pacquiao fight is he waited until Pacquiao was out of his prime. Okay.
Which some people, was out of his too.
Well, some people, and that's what for the Floyd, people who argue for Floyd, they say the same thing. But some people say, why not fight Pacquiao at his peak?
Because he was being selective.
That's true. But you can see how
was on steroids, yo.
Yeah, well, again,
was being smart.
It all depends on what you value. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All I'm saying is this for Canelo, I understand why he's doing that. I do understand why he's saying you guys blah blah this and that. But in the same sense, and this is specifically to Canelo
and David Benavidez,
Floyd gave you a shot when he didn't have to give you a shot. So you can't get on TV and cry without acknowledging that. I understand it. I understand a fight of your magnitude. And the reason why I was breaking
that's ducking.
At the beginning, the reason why I was breaking it down like that is not just the amen Canelo, but I'm saying for guys like Benavidez, if this guy's not going to give you a shot,
you need to fight somebody.
Then fight somebody else and make him come to you. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. But in the same sense, and that was that fight back in 2013. Floyd Mayweather was 44-0, very well in the legendary status, fighting a young Canelo Alvarez, who I think that fight helped his career.
Boosted that thing.
So that's a hypocrite to me in a sense. Come on, Canelo. Because Floyd, you didn't accomplish much. You had 6 title defenses before that, but that was for one belt. The pound for pound king did not have to fight you then. So that is a hypocritical statement. But again, some of it's subjective. I definitely understand why people would have Tank on a pound for pound list. I get it. When I see it with my eyes, I definitely get it. I've never seen a guy at 130 and 135 pounds be able to punch and have punching power to where he almost ends guys' careers. I get it. And on top of that, his ability to box. And some people say when he fights Devin Haney, the pressure's on Devin Haney because Devin Haney has to be able to box well enough.
He hasn't showed that power.
Well, it's not just about power, but Devin Haney, when you're fighting a guy that can box and knock you out, the pressure is on you to keep them off you. Yeah,
right.
Right. So some people say that, people for Tank. Some people say for Devin. How does Tank knock somebody out that's a superior boxer? And when I say by superior, I don't mean he's that much better than him. But Devin's not going to let you hit him. So it all depends on what you believe in. It all depends on what you value. But I definitely understand. I'm not hating on Tank. I just want to see Tank.
Yeah, my argument was just I don't like he said he ducking.
Well, it appears that way. That's all I'm saying. It appears that way.
You made your claim about Canelo too on both sides, so I can understand what your ducking means. You know what I'm saying?
Because at the end of the day, as much as you've done, Tank, and it does, and that's the only thing that people could say don't solidify your career.
Yeah.
Now,
I agree. I've always agreed with that.
Whether you knock Devin Haney out or not, if you beat Devin Haney,
you get the belts.
You legendary. Mm-hmm. You went and beat the man that beat the man. You know, if you beat a Shakur Stevens, you're legendary because that's a solidified champion, a multiple-time champion, a master boxer that the boxing world respects. They don't respect Barrios like they respect Stevenson.
I get that.
You see what I'm saying?
I've always agreed with you on that.
But you know, here it is. But with that being said, Gerard and JT, you can look at it with me on here. Let's look at the Zone's pound for pound list, and you tell me top 10. First of all, where do you have Canelo Alvarez? And I'll read it to you. Number 1 on the DAZN pound for pound list, they got Alexander Usyk. Okay. At number 2, they got Terrence Bud Crawford. At number 3, they got Inoue, who you were talking about, Cole. At number 4, they got Canelo Alvarez, and I got a problem with that, and I'll tell you that. At number 5, they got Errol Spence. I somewhat have a problem with that, but I'll tell you why. At number 6, they've got Demetria Bivol, who just beat, ladies and gentlemen, Canelo. I definitely have a problem with him being on the top 10, but I'll tell you why I think they have it. At number 7, they got cool boy Stephen Fulton from Philly. I don't have him in my top 10, but I'm not mad that he's in the top 10, and I'll tell you why. At number 8, I definitely have an issue with this Devin Haney being number 8. How are you at number 8 when you're undisputed at 23-0? At number 9, they got Shakur Stevenson. And at number 10, they got Jermell Charlo. Okay. First of all, let me go, and I'll let y'all spin on this a little bit too. I got Canelo Alvarez at number 3 on my list. And my reasoning for that is, for me, I don't know how. Some people, you can argue that he could be number 1 just based on him being undisputed in one division and being a multi-time champion. He's got a lot more fights than these guys, but to me, he's got losses on his record. Usyk, they got Usyk, Crawford, and Inoue in front of him. I have a problem with them having Inoue in front of Canelo. I got Canelo at number 3 on the pound for pound list simply because of his resume, multi-time champion, has gone up multiple weight classes to fight different champions, taking belts from different champions out of different weight classes, undisputed at 168, defended at 168, undisputed. So I have him at number 3. And simply because Usyk has also undisputed at cruiserweight and also moved up to heavyweight, and he now has 3 belts at heavyweight. He's undefeated. Terrence Bud Crawford is on a 10-fight knockout streak. Plus, he's undisputed at 140, and plus he has no losses. So for me, you can flip-flop Usyk and Bud. I got Bud number 1 on my list, and his resume speaks for itself. But I got Canelo Alvarez at number 3 on my pound for pound list. Let's start with you, Cole. Where do you rank Canelo Alvarez on your pound for pound list?
So I got him at number 4. I have him at number 4. He just lost to Bivol. To me, you just lost to somebody. You can't be higher than that person. That's just in my honest opinion. So I definitely have him at 4. But we're gonna start from my number 1, and I'm gonna put people on the list that I thought was taken that should have been. So for me, number 1 would be Tyson Fury. I just think that that boxer when he's there. Like for someone who doesn't even look like a boxer, he just looks like someone's dad or uncle or something.
Right. Now I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna let you keep going. I don't have Tyson Fury on my list because I don't rank heavyweights, but it's your list. So you got Tyson Fury at number 1. Who you got at number 2?
1, I got Crawford.
Okay.
At number 3, I have Bivol. At number 4, I have Canelo.
All right, let's stop there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna go to JT. So okay.
I want to hear Senior. I want to hear Senior, baby.
Hold on, because we on Canelo. We're gonna come back. We're gonna let everybody get their 10. Okay. So I get Crawford, I get Canelo. I understand Tyson Fury, even though I don't rank heavyweights. This is your list. But Bivol at number 3? Why?
I just think because you beat Canelo. I understand that Canelo had more. He might have a better body of work, but I can't place him above Bivol if he lost to him. It just doesn't make sense.
So you value in the loss over everything else, even though Bivol is never undisputed, even though there's other guys on this list who have multiple belts, multiple divisions.
I beat the undisputed.
But they didn't fight. But they didn't fight at the undisputed weight. They fought at 175. Now, if he fought at 168, and he did it, I could understand that. But he fought at 175. There was no belt. They fought for Bivol's belt.
But we fought and I won.
So you taking the mob style. If I knock off a boss, I'll become the boss, right?
But it's also, I'm taking the mob style because it's also the what if. Like, what if I did come down and what if I still beat you? So I can only go off the evidence that I saw, and the evidence that I saw, you better fight it at that point in time. And until proven otherwise, that's why
I got you. Some people say that, right? Some people say if you knock off the man that's supposedly the man, no matter weight, that automatically makes you a boss. I got you. Understand that. I wouldn't have Bivol in my top 10 because I feel like it's other guys that have accomplished more than Bivol, but I get it. Your criteria is I beat the man. If I beat the man, I'm on the list. I got you.
So Canelo's at number 4. Earl Spence is at number 5.
Hold on. Wait. Because I want Jason to give his top 3 because we talking about we let in with Canelo. The question is, where's Canelo on your pound for pound list? And so if you have somebody before Canelo, we name that out, and then we say why Canelo was where he at. Jason, tell me your pound for pound up to Canelo.
Oh well, yeah. I think the top 2 could be questionable, but according to the logic that we going on here, man, I think Usyk deserves it.
Okay,
because he like you said about the cruiser.
Yeah.
So that's Bud, but I also think that Canelo should be probably 4, but Earl should be before him.
Okay, tell me where you got Earl at.
I got Earl at number 3.
Okay, who you got at 2?
Bud or Usyk, one of those.
You can flip flop.
Yeah,
those
I can flip flop those 2. But I think Earl needs to be at 3, right up under Bud.
Okay, why you got Earl at 3?
It's because why? The same reason why Bud is number 2. Because like those are my favorite
fighters.
Yeah, basically they're my favorite fighters. But based off of this list, if you're gonna put Bud and Earl on there, I don't think they should be split with Alvarez. And I don't really know the other dude.
Right.
Like I've seen a few of his fights, but I haven't just I haven't.
Okay. All right. I can rock with that. I wouldn't necessarily have Earl at number 3, but I understand why you got Earl at number 3.
So would you if Earl beats Bud?
Yes. And the reason why
that he was making.
Well, the reason why, I get it.
So you understood that part too?
Well, no, the difference between his point and that point is this. What he's saying is Bivol beat Canelo, but there was no belt taken. They fought for Bivol. My logic is they fought for Bivol's belt or Bivol's belt.
All right.
His logic is it don't matter. He beat the man. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. I understand that. I'm just saying accomplishments why. Right. Yeah, now, I agree with you on this. Bud and Earl will get ready to fight for all the belts. Earl has 3 and Bud has 1 at the welterweight division. If Earl beats Bud, of course, because now Earl has all the belts. You know what I'm saying? It's subjective, but to me, I have my logic. I go off accomplishments like I've been telling y'all. I don't have Earl as high as you have Earl, but I understand why you got Earl on the list. Earl's a 3-belt champ. He's only fought in one division, but he's a 3-belt champ. And if you look at what Earl has done, Earl has stopped champions. So taking belts from champions. So I understand that. All right. So Cole, give me your next 6. You got Tyson Fury number 1, Bud Crawford number 2, Dimitri Bivol number 3, number 4, Canelo. Who you got number 5? And you don't have to go off that list. I'm just comparing the zones list.
No, but that's what it is. Number 5, Earl Spence. Number 6, Tank Davis.
All right.
Number 7, Shakur Stevenson.
All right.
Number 8, Haney. Right. Number 9, I don't know how to say his name. The Asian, Inoue.
Yeah.
And I have Usyk as number 10.
Ooh, bro. Dang.
The man undisputed and moved up to the heavyweight division and has 3 belts, undefeated.
Yeah, man. Number 10. I just think, like, I'm looking at talent, I'm looking at skill, I'm looking at that in a lot of the comparisons. And I like Usyk, but I just don't think he's better than Stevenson or Haney or, you know, technically if you were to put them all in the same weight class.
Dang, that's crucial. This boy went from number 1 to number 10.
You got Usyk. Okay. And you just don't think that Usyk's victories, you don't think his resume is that impressive?
No, it's cool. It's cool. I've seen him. I haven't seen a lot of him, but I've seen him. But I'm just saying, when I see talent off the charts, like I look at Stevenson, and for me, Shakur Stevenson in the next year or 2, he's going to be in the top 5. Easy.
Wow. That's heavy.
Easy in the top 5.
That's heavy.
Easy in the top 5.
Logic, man.
That's
I'm telling you.
I always know. Normally, I be on your team, bro.
See,
this one,
exactly.
Just off of what you've been saying for the past few days.
It don't make sense,
like,
right?
That don't fit nowhere in your logic that you've been rocking with.
Wow.
I like Usyk. Don't get me wrong. I just think that these dudes both on the lower end, I just think there's a natural, gifted, raw talent about them when it comes to
But what about the Asian cat? Like, you put him before?
I like him. I like him. Know what it is too? I'm a little biased. Like as I gotten older.
Say that again. Say that again.
As I got older.
No, say what you said before it.
I'm biased.
Okay.
I will say this. As I've gotten older, like back in the day, I used to love the heavyweight division more than any division. I felt like you had George Foreman, you had Lennox Lewis, you had Holyfield, you had so many good boxers and good heavyweight matches. But I felt like as I gotten older, I started to realize that a lot of great boxing is with the welterweights, the lightweights. That's when you get to see people's footwork, the finesse, the endurance, the whatever. And I'm just saying that my preference of style and seeing pure athlete, pure technical boxing, I just feel like they're better.
So your logic is based on what you see.
He a big boy. He not moving with that agility.
No, not necessarily, because the reason why I have Fury as number 1, that's a big boy with some skills. He has some real technical boxing skills in Fury. Like if you watch him, he boxes. He's not just throwing heavyweight punches.
Okay, so with that being said, his boxing is more impressive than Usyk?
Yeah, Fury's boxing is more impressive. I really believe that. I think Baker believe that too.
His boxing, the technical,
I think Fury is a better technical boxer.
And I don't even like Usyk like that.
I think when people look at Fury, and he, like I said, he is a uncle or dad fight, yo. So I think a lot of times people look at him like, but if you watch him fight, this guy is a boxer.
I think it's because of what you said. You're an old school fighter. You know what I'm saying? But there has to be, because he's a brawler. Like he gonna.
No, we gonna have to do next week. We're gonna have to play 2 minutes of each person's career highlights, and we make that choice. We're gonna have to make that choice from there.
All right, deal with logic. All right,
that was heavy.
I mean, Jason, you want to add more? You want me to?
No, I just you go ahead, man. That was dang, Carl. All right,
because my list.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It's the real list.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Let me hear.
I want to hear this.
Mr. Pound for Pound himself, right here. Let me hear this.
Yeah. Because Tank ain't doing no pound for pound stuff right now. Number 1, Terrence Bud Crawford. on a 10 knockout streak, undisputed at 140.
You see how he make his list sound so impressive? Why you ain't do that for?
He was hating. That's what it was.
Because I'm dealing with logic. Like I said, number one, Terrence Bud Crawford, undefeated, undisputed on a 10 knockout streak. Number one. Number two, Alexander Usyk, undisputed at cruiserweight, moved up to heavyweight. Right now, possesses right now on this date, September the 21st, 2022, is the WBO, WBA, and IBF heavyweight champion of the world.
In a weak division.
Hey, man.
Number three,
just remember
Canelo Alvarez. I ain't interrupt you when you gave your list. Undisputed at 168 division. Only lost 2 losses. Multiple division champion.
What number we out?
Number 3. Number 4. Devin Haney. Undisputed at 135 pounds, 28-0, has not lost a round yet in boxing. Number 5, and y'all dudes ain't gonna like this. Hold on. He ain't lost a round yet. Let's go. We can go back and look at it.
Niggas, Jesus. Come on, man.
Ain't lost a round yet. Undisputed. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Because I'm giving you my logic. I ain't just picking dudes that I like.
Are you giving your opinion as well, sir?
I'm giving my logic.
You can say
undisputed. Hold on. First of all, all 4 of my guys at the beginning of this list, Crawford, Usyk, Canelo, Haney, all have achieved the highest level in boxing, undisputed. Not what I think, but what's accomplished.
He said, not what I think.
Number 5.
I like that. What's that?
Lions only. Jermell Charlo, 154-pound undisputed champion. Tell me about no Tank. Jermell Charlo, 1 loss, undisputed. See, unlike y'all, I don't disrespect.
What's all you been doing? What?
I don't disrespect. The highest level of achievement in boxing, my first 5 guys are all undisputed. Tell me about no Tank, man.
Come on, leave that man alone.
Number 6. You know what? I might.
No,
you know what?
on.
Hold on.
He's switching. He's switching.
Number 6. All the way from Newark, New Jersey, officially training in Houston, Texas. A 2-division champion, undefeated, Shakur Stevenson.
I can't be mad at that.
And he's not from Houston.
I said he's from Newark. He's training in Houston.
Oh, I just heard
New York, he did that little bit of New York water. That flows down from the Hudson.
He lives in Houston right now.
Yeah, that's a fact. I was trying to get on code. Like, you do understand how I see if that side feel.
Right. Exactly.
You know, he's over there. I see how he's over there.
Hold on. I ain't finished with my list. Number 7. Earl Spence.
Wow, I'm surprised.
3 belts in 1 division. Taking the belt from champions. And you know what? I might drop Earl. Now that I think about it, I might drop Earl. And I'm going to tell you why. I tell you what, I am going to drop Earl. Because I don't disrespect. At number 7, I don't disrespect. My list is the real list. Because I don't disrespect. At number 7, Arthur Beterbiev.
You gonna take Spence off?
I ain't say I was gonna take Spence off.
Oh.
I just don't disrespect. Better be 19-0, WBC, WBO, IBF, light heavyweight champion, 18-0 with 18 knockouts.
Okay, brother.
Man, I'm just laughing.
Because I don't disrespect. Because I like Earl Spence more than I like Arthur Beterbiev. I don't disrespect.
Bacon said
18-0, 18-0, 100% knockout ratio. And he got 3 belts. Talk to me about no Tank.
Yo, he said I spit logic, not what I think.
Not based on who I like. Don't try to like and think is different.
Go ahead.
I don't disrespect like y'all do. Oh, number 8.
I can't wait for
number 8. I might not, you know what?
Uh-oh.
Number 8, I got Earl Spence. 3 belts, 1 division, stop champions, broke Ugas's face, pay-per-view star. But as far as accomplishments, undefeated, getting ready to undispute. See, that's the thing about y'all. See, this dude right here, unlike Tank, he doing undisputed stuff. He finna fight for all the belts. Number 9, Inoue. 3 belts at bantamweight. Getting ready to fight for an undisputed fight. He's getting ready to fight the other guy in the division. That division is 118, which is Paul Butler. So Inoue has the IBF, WBA, WBC. Paul Butler has the WBO, and they getting ready to fight. They getting ready to do pound for pound stuff, not fight Ryan Garcia. Because I don't disrespect. I don't disrespect. I just want y'all to deal with logic, man. And number 10. Hell no, I ain't got no Tank. I ain't even got B-Ball. At number 10, I'm going to take Cool Boy Steph. Stephen Fulton, 122 pounds. WB. Cool Boy Steph is fighting at 122 pounds rather. And he has a WBC and WBO belts. That's my top 10. My list is the real list. Crawford, Usyk, Canelo, Haney, Jermell Charlo, Shakur Stevenson, Arthur Beterbiev, Earl Spence, Inoue, Stephen Fulton.
You lost me when there was no Tank Davis on there. So I was just like, that list is wrong.
But again, my list is about accomplishments of what you've done, not by what y'all see with y'all eyes.
Hey, you know that boy Zero got an honorary degree.
Don't matter.
It's honorary though.
It ain't got nothing to do with boxing.
He got an honorary degree, bro. He got the key to the city.
Ain't got nothing to do with boxing. We talking about accomplishments.
I'm just naming some accomplishments that don't really mean shit to a nigga with a degree.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Hey.
Zero ain't got no accomplishments.
All right, we're gonna stick.
Yeah, let's stick to boxing.
Yeah, cause right now I'm looking at this 3rd round loss that my boy Devin Haney got against let me see who that was.
That's subjective.
No, it's subjective.
No, it's on his, he lost the round.
Okay, he lost one round.
It was Dave Moretti.
Okay, he lost a round. But again, because of that fact check. I need to check all them facts. Pull up his record. Pull up his record.
I pulled up his record.
What does record say?
Oh, he's undefeated.
What does belt say?
Which one?
Devin Haney.
Now
we don't know which one now.
We
don't know which one now.
I don't remind you. I don't pay attention to Gucci.
All right.
Louis Vuitton.
I don't either. But what I pay attention to right now, he got all the belts.
That's cool. But I know.
I don't disrespect
now. I
don't disrespect like y'all do. Like this dude Cole. Got B-Ball at number 3. All right, I'll let B-Ball go. This dude Cole, for all of y'all boxing purists out there, Cole got Usyk at number 10.
I'd have lied.
The man did undisputed, and he currently has 3 belts at the heavyweight division.
I'd have lied.
Disrespect, man. I just want y'all to deal with logic, man.
I love Tank, bro. But for you to throw him on that with them list of names,
thank you,
and then put Usyk at 10.
Thank you. Ain't that now? Is that disrespect?
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Ain't that disrespect?
If that's the case, I got a top 10 too.
Exactly. Ain't that disrespect?
Hold on.
I think so.
I actually saw something with Tank and being in the top 10. It might have been ESPN's list. Let me look see if I can find it.
Oh, we know they list is biased.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Come on, man. You ain't even got to say nothing about it.
I can make my top 10 list too now.
Exactly. This dude got Usyk at number 10. You know what?
Based off of your
you know what? I ain't asking you to do no more lists when it comes to boxing.
This credit your whole situation because of that one, bro.
Well, I'm sure my man Fury beat him, man, and he's gonna expose.
I'll let you slide with Fury.
So you think that's gonna be a good one?
I think that's gonna be a great one. I actually think Fury's the best. I just think that he beat Tyler.
No, I mean I agree. Like as far as heavyweight champion, I think Fury is the king.
Now, what if Usyk mess around and win?
If Usyk win, I'll give him a credit, but he's not. I could confidently say he wouldn't beat him.
But just hypothetically, if he wins, does that move him past all of the people you put him under?
I think it moves him up in the top 3. Moves him up in the top 3.
Bro? If he beats your number 1, hey, this is backwards. Hey, this is if he beats your number 1, bro, you just the same person as me.
You got me.
So that's why B-Ball on here, right?
Exactly.
Because he knocked out.
Because he beat Canelo. He ain't knock him out, but he beat him.
No, I agree with you. Yeah. You just fact check me.
I know that's what I'm saying. But when I say it, you don't agree with me. But when he say it, you agree with him.
You say stuff with balance in your heart because you can't stand.
Yeah, you be mean, bro.
I just want y'all to deal with logic.
Tank was nowhere near his list.
Thank you.
Tank made every number. Number 1 is such and such. No Tank. 2, such and such. No Tank. 3, this boy Tank didn't make the list, but still made the list.
He ain't make my list. He ain't doing nothing.
He damn so got honorable mention.
He secretly knows what's up.
Yeah.
No, seriously, what I'm saying
the
is
fact that he was
listen, all these listen, it's no disrespect to Floyd. I'm giving facts. Crawford is finna fight for undisputed. Crawford already undisputed. Usyk undisputed. Canelo undisputed. Haney undisputed. Jermell Charlo undisputed. Shakur Stevenson is fighting. He's got multiple belts in different divisions.
He retarded.
Arthur Beterbiev, chill out. Arthur Beterbiev, 3 belts. He's trying to undispute with Bivol later on down the line. If Bivol wins, Bivol's got 1 belt and Beterbiev got the other 3 belts. Plus, Arthur Beterbiev has 100% knockout ratio. Come on.
I think that's
Earl
Spence. At first I didn't understand why Beterbiev was on there.
Yeah. But he knocked out everybody. He got all 3 belts, which means to let you know he knocked out champions to get those belts.
I agree with that.
You understand what I'm saying? So if he fights Bivol, he wants to fight Bivol for undisputed because Bivol has a WBA. But Beterbiev is undefeated, knocked out everybody, got 3 belts. Okay. You got Earl Spence, 3 belts. He's getting ready to try to undispute against Crawford in November. That's pound for pound stuff. Inoue, he's getting ready to try to undispute. He's got 3 belts. He's finna fight the other guy for the belt. Stephen Fulton. 2 belts.
That's a great point.
You see what I'm saying?
I can't. That's why.
That's what I'm like. I'm messing around. You make all valid points. I can't argue with it.
Exactly. Like again,
the only thing I'm gonna argue with you for the whole entire night is that I still think your view on Tank Davis is wrong, and I don't think he's ducking Haney. I think that Haney's chasing him and trying to chase that status to bring up his value as a boxer. He don't need to. And that's my only argument. That's my only argument.
I love that. So I'm gonna say this.
Hold on, say that. Record. You about to say you love, right?
I'm gonna say it for the record, but I had to save that for now. Haney's my favorite fighter, bro. Devin Haney, he's my favorite simply because he started off beating up Hispanics. That boy went all the way over there and was doing his thing. Like he got a whole record beating up like something. I don't even know that's a division over there. You know what I'm saying? And then he seriously like roll with his father, bro. Like it's a real deal fathers, and he can fight like hands down. You know, I just want him to get on them weights.
He's 23 years old though. He ain't even got into the grown man strength.
And this is why if I'm Tank Davis, I'm not fighting no 23-year-old while I'm trying to get this bag. This boy 23.
I mean, we could talk about
but I can see him once Haney starts developing to his man strength or whatever. Then what's his name not wanting to fight him. I'd rather fight him now though. I won't lie. I just think
say that again. Say that again. Please say that again. Because you know what? We've been agreeing with you on Tank. Now you start to see what I'm saying. Fight him right now while he got all the belts, and you 27 years old and he 23 years old, right? So fight him right now and take all the belts, right? Thank you.
But after this next fight, I think he needs to fight I think the choice that he made as a tune-up, as a way of making this weight, create the suspense, create more money to the Haney fight, because Haney's probably gonna fight one more fight before that, and that will also
because Haney finna fight. Haney finna fight in October. He finna defend all. He going back to Australia to fight Kambosos for a rematch because he took the belts from Kambosos. So yeah, I get it. But I mean, here's the thing.
Now it's like, okay, a mega fight.
Okay, I get it. But here's the thing. All I'm saying is this, and y'all both Tank fans, y'all gotta agree with me. We know he gonna destroy Ryan Garcia. Is that really a tune-up fight? That's not a tune-up fight. I think he can beat Ryan Garcia. No disrespect, and there's a lot of people that's gonna say I'm hating on Ryan Garcia. I think Tank beats Ryan Garcia with one hand behind his back.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying, Gerard. That's not a tune-up fight, man. I mean, come on. That, and see, that's what I'm saying. That, and I'll back off my notion in the sense that y'all right. Haney got a fight, so Tank is taking another fight.
And I also think Tank is taking this fight, not to cut you off, because of his situation, his legal situation.
It could be, but at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. And then on a more grand scale for boxing, this is why I think MMA and UFC have been able to walk in and kind of overtake boxing, because at the end of the day, Tank doesn't need to fight this guy. He outclasses this guy just purely by resume.
I totally agree.
You see what I'm saying? Whereas in MMA and UFC, the top fighters fight each other.
Yeah, the class is out of it.
You see what I'm saying? That's my point in the sense that, like, I would rather Tank. You know what? To be honest with you, and again, I consider myself a pure boxing fan. I would rather see Tank rematch Pitbull Cruz. And the only reason why I say rematch Pitbull Cruz is because Tank beat Pitbull Cruz, but he didn't beat Pitbull Cruz. Is only one of the guys that actually didn't get knocked out by him. And I think the reason why he didn't get knocked out is because Tank broke his hand in that fight.
Thanks.
You see what I'm saying? So I think from a pure boxing standpoint,
he deserves another fight.
I think he deserves another fight, but I think Pitbull is a formidable opponent. He's proven himself. Ryan ducks everybody. See, to me, I think Tank is like letting Ryan off the hook. Ryan, if we want to talk about deserving fights, Ryan don't deserve that fight with Tank. He ain't done nothing impressive.
That's facts too.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm trying to see who he ducked.
He been ducking there. He ducked Haney. He ducked Lomachenko.
Oh, that makes sense. That's not ducking. That's running. Like
exactly. So to me, come on, Tank.
He's ready to get knocked out for the bag. That's
and again, that's what we doing.
And that's what everybody doing now. So I think you were right as far as.
But I think for time, okay. But if you're gonna look at it that way, don't reward Ryan Garcia for that.
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
give Pitbull another chance.
That's weak.
You see what I'm saying?
I see that.
You know what I'm saying? Because the same thing for me, like even with Rolly, like Tank said, Rolly, like I want a rematch. Well, nah, come on, bro. I knocked you through the ropes. You see what I'm saying? Where when I fought Pitbull, I beat him. You know what I'm saying? I outboxed him, but Pitbull gave me a good fight. You see what I'm saying? Fight Pitbull and then fight Haney if that's there. You see what I'm saying?
But even if you gave me a good fight, you gave me a good fight with one hand.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So if I would have had two, it wouldn't even been close.
Okay, so let's.
But I agree. I think if he had two, it still would have went the distance.
I think because Pitbull, to me, it looks more impressive that you fight Pitbull.
He can take a hit.
Right, exactly. You know now I'm not disrespecting Ryan. Ryan is good, but
he hasn't showed me nothing.
Exactly. That's my point.
I don't know. I think Tank should fight again real quick, but he shouldn't have went with 2 bums in a row.
Because here's the thing about Tank, and this is why I think hurts Tank. If Tank knock him out, we already knew that.
It's not gonna be impressive.
If Tank outbox him, we already knew that. And in fact, if Tank don't knock him out, that might hurt Tank.
It's gonna look bad on him.
You see what I'm saying?
Like to the point to where I think he has to knock Garcia off the ring.
Because he might have to
knock Romero off the. But he got to do something real impressive because the knockout not gonna cut it.
Well, I mean, even then, I just think why fight that guy, man? And I guess
I think it's something light so that he can go through his court process.
Maybe. But again, we just heard about the court thing today. I don't. It came out publicly today. It might have been. It could have been before.
I just didn't know what the case was involving.
Right.
I knew he had a case though.
Right. All right, let's move on to one more topic and then we'll roll after this. So let's skip over to the NFL. So Cole, the Miami Dolphins, 2-0. Yeah. Are they for real, or is it too early to tell? I mean, they just went to Baltimore. They just went to Baltimore and beat Baltimore, and Lamar Jackson just had a hell of a day, which I don't understand why Baltimore would not have paid him, but that's for a whole nother topic. But do you think the Dolphins are for real?
I think the Dolphins are the real deal. I think the Dolphins is full of talent at every single position. You got Mozart, who was playing for the 49ers at running back. You have probably the best wide receiver tandem in all of football with Waddle and Tariq Evans. How do you have one player last week score, I think it was Waddle, 11 catches, 179 yards, and you had Tariq with 190 yards it was? Was it 10 for 190? It was something crazy like that.
And I think Tua had 4 touchdowns. Did he have 4 touchdowns?
I think it was 5 touchdowns. I think it was 5.
Maybe 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, like when you have that type of talent on offense, it's crazy, man. They remind me of the Rams. They remind me of the Rams, the greatest show on turf, man. When you watch them, I'm telling you, they're fun to watch, man. They're fun to watch. They're the real deal.
Now, you talking about the greatest show on turf?
Yeah, when I'm telling you right now, the way that offense moves, I'm telling you, with the way Tariq. There's something special about Tariq. He gives me that Randy Moss vibe, like where he just changes the dynamic of everything. He's supposed to play with the Hackman. I'm telling you right now.
Hold on, wait. Randy Moss vibe. Are you saying in terms of his impact? You're not talking. You can't be talking about skill set.
In terms of impact.
Okay,
in terms of impact.
Okay,
the way that. Like Randy Moss, remember when he played, he was what, 6'7" receiver running a 4.2 speed, almost 4.1 speed. Tariq Evans is the same thing. He's just a shorter athlete, but he's so explosive. That first step, his jumping ability, his speed is unmatched. Like there's only once in a lifetime talent that comes around like that, like every 10 years. It was Randy Moss in that era, and this era of the receiver, he's something different that no other receiver has. No one has that explosiveness.
I get
it. He's Barry Sanders at receiver.
Man, it's just your metaphors, bro. Your analogies are hard.
No, think about it. He was a couple of years ago. They had him coming out the backfield playing running back.
Yeah,
he's returning punts. He's leaving people with his little, juke and hesitation moves all the time. He's explosive. He's talented. Like he's a running back receiver all in one.
Well, here's the thing, and I respect for him because I've been doing this with him for a long time. I can see why you say that sounds crazy, but I know what he's saying.
Okay, see that he has to break it down.
What he's saying is he's not saying when he compares, because when he does this, sometimes it makes me want to jump through the phone. But what he's saying is in terms of his impact as a player.
See, that makes
he's not saying, because he wouldn't be on this podcast if he was really saying. I wouldn't have him on this podcast if he was really saying that Tyreek Hill is the same as Randy Moss as far as skill set. No, he's saying impact and threat.
I got you.
To defenses, like that kind of threat.
I got you.
It
just be so.
Yeah, it makes you
like
go
clickbait.
Right. Because when we do comparisons, it's kind of like you compare somebody who are similar in size.
But he does the overall.
Right. He's talking about the impact. So I've known him long enough to be like, okay, that's what he's saying, because it sounds crazy that it did. Did he say Barry Sanders? Did you say Barry Sanders?
I said the way that he moves once he
right. Okay. He's not saying that he's.
I'm not saying he's
saying,
the way the
but he's saying the impact and how the defense fears Barry Sanders, the breakaway speed,
I got you.
the threat, right? The threat of him, like defenses fear Barry Sanders with that burst of speed. And once they got into the second part of the defense, once they got past the defensive line, how scary he was for linebackers and defensive backs. That's what he's saying. So for everybody that's watching this, he has not bumped his head. He's talking about the impact. So he's saying the impact of that. Right. I agree. I don't know if they're legit because it's game 2. I can tell you this, and we've had this on our preseason special a couple of weeks ago. You know, I kept telling you they could go either way, the Dolphins. And to me, it depends on the quarterback play of David Tua. And I think they're looking good right now. I agree with everything you say as far as that arsenal of weapons, what they have. Those 2 receivers, the big impact plays that they make, they can strike at any time. But it also depends on how consistent David Tua is. For the first 2 games, he's done exactly what I think Miami wants him to do. Don't turn the ball over. And if you're making big time throws, put it to where only your receiver can get it. And be aggressive, but don't turn the ball over. If they can continue to do that, if he can continue to play like that, because I think the defense is the one. Remember last year when they had that 7-game winning streak, it was because of that defense. Defense has always been solid. I think it's only second to Buffalo in that division. Of course, Buffalo is playing lights out, but we expected that. I think it's a little bit too early, but if they continue to play like they are playing, meaning i.e. Miami, they're definitely a playoff team, because right now, the only other team or teams that I think are playing better or just as good as them is Buffalo and also Kansas City. I think Kansas City is on a mission because Tyreek Hill left. It looks like Patrick Mahomes is playing with a chip on his shoulders. But I say right now, Miami looks definitely good. Now
I think the top 4 in the AFC.
Right now, right. But it's only 2 games. You know, with the NFL season, somebody gonna get hurt. Something's gonna happen. But we'll see. I would say so far, yes, they're one of the top teams in the NFL. But I also want to say this: next week, I believe week 3, if I'm correct, they playing Buffalo. I think in Buffalo. Am I correct about that?
Yep.
The Dolphins schedule. They're playing Buffalo. Now I want to see how they react when they play probably the best team in the NFL. Okay. So yeah, this Sunday, I think, Sunday.
It's in Miami though.
It's in Miami. Okay.
It's in Miami.
But that's still gonna be a good game to judge them on, and we'll see.
No, it's definitely gonna be a high scoring game. I think we have 2 explosive offenses, and you're playing the best team in the NFL. By far, we all know Buffalo is the cream of the crop. Like on paper right now, in every category of the game, they just look like they're the best team out there.
Right. But we'll see, man. You know, I definitely like what I see from the Dolphins. I think you hit everything on the head when you talk about what's going on offensively. Of course, defensively, they were one of the top defenses last year, and it looks like they're going to be one of the top defenses this year. I just think it all depends on Tua. If he can stay consistent and do what he continues to do, and if he can stay healthy, that's one thing about him. He doesn't stay healthy, but if they can do what they did in Baltimore, that is a big win for me.
That's a huge
in
win.
Baltimore. I think that's the day that Lamar Jackson set some kind of running record too, didn't he? Did he pass Michael Vick? I think he passed Michael Vick for
Yeah.
So and I thought Buffalo played a hell of a game. I think till like the 3rd or 4th quarter, and the defense kind of collapsed, which is not Baltimore like. But I got to give credit to Miami, man, to go down to Baltimore and do that. That's big. But we'll see, man. Well, man, we'll wrap it up. You know, want to thank both of y'all again, man. Great discussions, man. I love the debate. You know, I need everybody to understand out there that 2 things. My list is the real list. And I do not hate Tank Davis. I love Tank Davis. If I was in Tank's corner, and some people gonna feel a certain way about it, I would not have signed back with Mayweather Productions or whatever they call it, the money team. Promotions. I said productions. No disrespect, Floyd. I just forgot what I was saying. Mayweather Promotions. I think Tank is probably one of the most gifted fighters in this generation. But again, just like my list, I want to see him fight somebody. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hating.
Remember this day. Like, let's put this in the archives. This is September 21st. I want you to remember this day because I told you this, that you're going to go back and say that Tank, you were right the whole entire time, and I'm sorry. And I want that apology just like that.
Okay, but let me ask you this, because in order for me to get that apology, I got to know what I'm apologizing for. What am I apologizing for? Because I didn't put him on the pound for pound list. What is it?
No. You're apologizing for even thinking that Haney's going to beat him. Because I do believe that he's going to beat Haney.
Oh, okay. I mean, I probably could do that. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on this. You know. Yeah, I could do that. I'm not a hater. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a hater. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, I just want y'all, you know, just like this pound, like my pound for pound list, the real list. I want Gervonta Tank Davis out of Baltimore. His coaches from The Wire. Y'all ain't know that, huh?
Yeah. No, you told me that.
Yeah, okay. I just want Tank Davis to fight somebody real. That's it. When he fights somebody real, because it all depends on who you knocking out too. You know what I'm saying? If you knocking out cab drivers, you knocking out cab drivers. But if you knocking out Devin Haney, if you knocking out Shakur Stevenson, if you knocking out Terrence Crawford, or if you stopping Terrence Crawford, you stopping Shakur Stevenson, you stopping Devin Haney, then you know what? You on my pound for pound list. But unlike you, I'm not gonna put Usyk at number 10 and put Tank at number 6. And you know what? I had an argument with him. I know we're supposed to be going, ladies and gentlemen. I argued with him all weekend. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, his argument, I can understand it. I don't agree with it. But you surprised me in terms of on your pound for pound list. Listen to this, Chuck, man. I cannot get off this. This is what I kept saying. I want y'all to deal with logic. I thought it would be him that would say that. You know, listen to his pound for pound list. We're going to go, ladies and gentlemen, but listen to this. Tyson Fury, Bud Crawford, Bivol, Canelo, Earl. Okay. I don't agree with the first 5, but I'm cool. Here's where it get crazy. Tank, Haney, Inoue, Usyk.
Who was number 1?
Now, Usyk is undefeated, undisputed at cruiserweight, and has 3 belts at heavyweight. He got Tank, who ain't got no belts, at number 6 and Usyk at number 10. And I thought he would do that. He even disagreed with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, what did you talk about? He even was like, man, I'm with you with Tank. He's like, nah, I can't be with you now.
Yeah, Tank ain't even know about Tank.
Exactly.
Hey, we gonna see, man. I'm a believer, man. Just what everyone used to believe in Mayweather, you know, at some point in time in his career. I'm the same way. I'm gonna stick with Tank, and then when he's on top of the game, you know.
I know. Remember this day. So after he knock out Ryan, you gonna switch him with Tyson Fury and make him number 1? You might.
No. The Crawford is actually, if Fury doesn't come back or if that's the last fight, Crawford is number 1. We all know Crawford is outside of Fury is the number 1. So, and he's actually a better boxer than Fury, but I'm just saying, I like Fury.
He's a what? A better what?
He's a better boxer than Fury.
Who? Crawford?
He's a better boxer than Fury.
Okay. All right. That's about the best thing. And then again, man, like I say, I would expect him. He kind of watched boxing. You watch boxing and you came up with this list.
He said he was biased, remember?
Know what it is though? But like, to me, I feel like Usyk hasn't fought anybody like that, to me, in my opinion.
He got 3 belts as a heavyweight.
But I'm talking about names that I'm like.
He just beat Joshua twice.
Come on, Joshua lost like 3 in a row before that. Something like Joshua.
He didn't lose 3 in a row. He lost 2 to Usyk.
But I'm just saying. But he also Joshua lost to Fury before.
He never fought Fury, man.
I'm wilding.
Hey, we out on that. Mo Serious. Cole has been real. PT has been real. From Mo City to New York, let's close this down because this dude is tripping. We'll catch up with you next week to do this again. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Debate with Bait podcast. Stream this on Spotify, Apple, Google, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Please follow Mo Serious Entertainment on Instagram and Facebook. Subscribe to Mo Serious. That's Cole, my co-host. Thank you, JT, for getting in with us. We got to close this thing out because it's getting out of hand. Peace. We out. We'll see y'all next week. Please follow Mo Serious Entertainment. That's a wrap.